you able to?
I'm the guy you saw.
I'm in Jamal L. We are glad to be out here today, this blessed day. For one thing, we're out here for the master teacher, of course, every day, all day, 365 days a year, because we believe that he's been incarcerated far too long. 12 years is too long. If you really look and go back into the case, you see the original charges that were sticking to him are dropped. So now we're like, what's going on? You know, why is this man still incarcerated? We're digging into that. We have a top-notch lawyer, counselor, who's handling his situation. And, you know, all we ask is for the family to back him, to follow his words, to back him, and let's move forward and let's get this man out of jail. I'm going to let God continue and build on that.
How I see it is this, right? It's like, you know, like the brother said, you know, Nabab Yaanuwn has been incarcerated, you know, for almost 13 years, right? And we've been waiting a long time to get word from him, a clear direction, right? An indicator on which way we should go, right? And if anybody's been following the legal update, right? Because that's all it's really about right now. You understand? It's about Pop and his legal situations, right? And what upsets me with our family sometimes in Nuwapians is that they want to make it about a book, about a patara, about an actual fact. But it's really about the man who wrote the actual facts and who wrote patara. He's more important than the book, because without him there is no book. You understand what I'm saying? That you have Nuwapians, that they've gotten so smart, right? This is something that I love about Nuwapians, but something that I dislike also. That they gotten so smart that they think they smarter than Nabab Yaanuwn. That they trying to figure out a way not to follow what he said. That one brother told me, before I do anything that Pop said, I got to do my homework. What part of the game is that? Where you learn that at? In my time coming up, you couldn't be amongst us talking like that. You couldn't be amongst us talking about you smarter than the master teacher. And not only through your words, but through your actions. Even if you acted like you was trying to outthink or outsmart or go in a different direction than Nabab Yaanuwn, you wasn't amongst us. You couldn't sit amongst us talking that reckless talk. But see, the thing about it is the Nuwapians will let a person like that live. But I'm letting you know we're ushering in a new era. People like that, they can't talk like that and claim. You could be one of the slanderers and do stuff like that, but you can't be claiming Nuwap and then going against Pop. It's not going down no more. Because that's what's having our nation stagnant right now. Because you got everybody freestyling, doing what they want. When Pop said, see now the thing about it is, you gotta look at it like this. Pop called for unity. People think that unity, they use that word as an ambiguous word, but the word is direct. Pop wants us to directly unify under his Liberian lawyer and his legal team. That's the unifying point right there. That's the rallying point of unity. What part don't y'all understand? That's why we can't unite right now, because people don't want to follow Pop in Nuwap. I'm going to pass it on to the sister.
What you just said, it's about unity. It's about us coming together. It's about us putting our differences and our hang-ups and everything aside and focusing on the master teacher. He has been in there for far too long, and it's time that we do, as he said, come together in love, with love in our hearts. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff that's been going on about backbiting each other and he say, she say stuff, you know, people trying to take charge of certain situations and they're not following what he said. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stick together as one unified family. That's what it's all about. And that's all I have to say at this point.
The word is trust. And how many of us truly trust the master teacher, Nabab Yaanuwn?
That's right.
Yes.
I don't fully understand everything that he tells us to do. I'm not the greatest of students, but he is. But one thing I can say is that he's taught us to trust. In his absence, he's found ways to communicate with us, and he's given us, as clear as he possibly can, instructions on what to do next for his freedom. It's very simple. Many efforts are in play right now. Some efforts have been completed and we're waiting for the results. But the ultimate effort is his freedom, moving him out of that route. And whatever efforts that we lend our energy to should be in support of his freedom. We can go on and on, and rightfully so, about what we're upset about. But in the end, those same people we're upset at are our family.
That's right.
So we have to find a way to truly apply unity and love. And then trust the master teacher. Trust Nabab Yaanuwn on what it is that he wants us to do for his freedom. Like it or love it, we're all we got. And so this is a call to everybody. Get down.
Yes. Right? Or get out our way.
Get out our way.
Yes.
Because we're not stopping.
Yes.
We haven't stopped yet. We will not stop. Brothers who haven't been around, sisters who haven't been around, will automatically be activated when you step down. Because your place will be taken. For those people who truly love and want to be free.
Say enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let Pops free. We gotta unite. Be together as one.
Piggybacking on what the brothers were saying and the sister, the original charges have been dropped. He's being held hostage, point blank.
There we go.
And that's the bottom line. Now, the thing is, if he says, stop playing games, get this money together for the lawyer, that's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Now, anybody talking about they got to study this or study that, what you got to study?
Right.
You understand or overstand? There's nothing to study. The point is to do. Either be about it or get out the way.
Right.
And that's all I got to say.
That's right.
That's all I got to say.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Did I stay happy? Well, it says rejoice and be exceedingly glad, so there is no reward in heaven. Because, you know, they've been persecuting me. Oh, that military, oh, he did this, oh, he did that.
Nabab Yaanuwn, Yaanuwn, Ashuk. Nabab Yaanuwn, Yaanuwn, Ashuk. Nabab Yaanuwn, Yaanuwn, Ashuk. Nabab Yaanuwn, Yaanuwn, Ashuk. Hasaya Yaanuwn, Hawa Kadliya 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 Ashuk. Yaanuwn Harar, Yaanuwn Harar, Yaanuwn Harar, Yaanuwn Harar.
Another thing I wanted to say is, when we first started this thing, you know, when we got the call to do what we had to do, you know, brothers came together, family here came together, and we didn't come together for the intentions of taking anybody's position in this nation. Because we're starting to see that some brothers are threatened and sisters by what we're doing. We're not here for positions. We're here just to do what needs to be done. We don't care if you're an administrator, if you're holding this bookstore, if you're in charge of this, you can keep all that. That has nothing to do with us.
Right.
Your positions in this nation is given to you by the master teacher. And it will not be taken by us. You know, so don't get intimidated by the way we move and how we move. And all we're saying is, look, we got a call to do something, and we're doing it.
Right. And you know what? I just want to add on to what the brother Yaanuwn Jamal is saying, right? And see, it's safe, right? But see, you know, one thing you see about the truth, this is the truth, right? It really, people are gonna have to hear it. You know, Nabab coming home for some people in our nation is their worst nightmare. You know what that means? Is that means that some of their positions going to be gone. They're not going to be able to make money off of him. They're not going to be able to solicit in his name. They're not going to be doing a whole lot of things in the name of Nabab, right? Because they're doing things in the name of Nabab, right? But they're not supporting Nabab. So you think when he comes home they're going to be in a position? No, they're not going to be there. I mean, that's their worst nightmare, of him coming home and saying, how is my house taken care of? Where's this at? Account for this, and account for that, and account for this. that's their worst nightmare.
Right.
So, you know, we understand, you know, the forces and the different things that we're up against. Just like there was a rumor going around that the lawyer was paid.
There we go.
Right? So now,
Yeah.
I mean,
Speak on
you know,
it,
like the brother said,
bring
it
it
was
out.
one particular lawyer, right, who was moving Pop from a cell to a cell,
Exactly.
dealing with the medical transfer.
Exactly.
That is completed.
That's done.
However, until Pop comes home, this is an ongoing thing. And see, what you got to understand about this, right, is that you see, like, we become so smart and so intelligent that now we're thinking about ways and plotting and planning on not to give money to the master teacher. Now check this out. He's still giving us. Look at all these books that we got here. Look, Patarak, look, Sons of Cannon, and all these books. And way more than this. And he's still giving us information from where he's at. He's still giving to us. I bet you, right? I bet you if he came out with 5 books right now and each book was $20, everybody would buy a book. Everybody would spend $100 on some books. So what that's telling me, right, is that the information that he got is more valuable to you than him as a person. That's, you see, and that's something that people need to really come to terms with, because it ain't nothing. I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't nothing to give up $15, $20, $30 a month. You spend that in taxes.
Right.
The devil takes that from you every day.
Yes.
And you don't question him about it. You don't question Mario Cuomo, what you spend my tax money on? Why this pothole ain't fixed? Why the bus ain't running? You don't say nothing about that. But then you got the sisters in the legal team. You want to give them hell over about every penny that you give it. You know, and that's where the problem lies at, man. Like the brother said, man, we need to trust in Nabab. We need to trust in his decision. He made a decision to put these people in position in the legal team. We need to trust in that and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about we gods and goddesses, right? So let's make it happen like gods and goddesses, like our ancient ancestors.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying? We sitting around here and we fumbling and fighting over trying to get $13,000 together. People on welfare get more than that. People on welfare get more than $13,000, and we supposed to be the mighty Nubian nation, and we can't put together $13,000, $14,000, $30,000, $40,000? Please, knock it off. It's only through our egos and us wanting to be so smart and trying to figure out everything, and that we're stagnating the process. And meanwhile, while we're doing this, Nabab's on 23 hours lockdown. I got a problem with that.
Yeah, you should have a problem with that. Yeah.
Show that receipt. This is what we need right here. We need more of this right here.
That's right.
And we know y'all got it.
They got
y'all got it, so stop playing. The man says stop playing games.
That's right. That's right. I heard him say it on the tape.
Another thing I want to add is, you know, people in our nation, we like to look at the glass as half empty. We need to start looking at the glass as half full. Let's look towards progress instead of tearing each other down. There's a brother who posted something on Facebook about a week ago named Topper. It sounded like he was very frustrated about the things he was hearing. Constantly hearing negative. Somebody tearing this person down. Somebody tearing that person down. It seems like that's the agenda of the conversation of our nation. And we got to stop that. If we are a nation and we say we gods and goddesses, let's bring each other up.
Show and prove.
Stop the nonsense.
Show and prove.
Let's stop the nonsense.
Right, you know, but see, you know where the nonsense is at, right? Is when people use this, you know, like Pop said, you know, don't believe me, check it out. They want to use that against Pop. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother told me last night on the Facebook thing, yo, you know, I'm not going to believe nothing that's being told to me. I don't care what Pop say on the audio. I got to do my homework. Man, please, knock it off, man.
Knock it off.
You know what I'm saying? This is the part where people are actually trying to outthink, outmaneuver the master teacher. You can't do it. And to me, that's poison.
Exactly.
That's poison.
That's cancer to a nation.
Okay.
Get long-winded. I know we can all keep on going and going, but practical application of Nabab, our way of life, our science, is simply you can put more energy into finding ways to get him free, or put the same energy you put into finding ways not to help. If you put that same energy in finding ways to get him free, he would be free.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a group of us, there's some of us, there's many of us, all scattered throughout the globe. Bottom line is Team Partner's there for life.
That's right.
Team Nabab Yaanuwn for life.
That's right. Get down and get out of our way.
What does he want done? What does he need? And we're putting that foot straight. We're putting that foot forward. Period.
First and foremost.
So we got this.
Right.
Not even worried.